What's going on, you guys? It's 1.8, aka Ultra Lego Man. Today I'm going to review you guys a new action figures reveal. And today we're revealing the Bandai Movie Monster Series Godzilla 2000. And yeah, take a look at that, you guys, because this figure looks amazing, you guys, and I'm telling you why. Well, that's from that movie. That's from the movie Godzilla 2000. And it comes with the tag. Here's the tag. And of course, this is what it says, Millennium Godzilla. But, see, this is on the back, Godzilla 2000. And of course, that's what the movie says. It's called Godzilla 2000. Millennia is what it's called. And of course, I'm going to say this. Yep, this figure is great, you guys, because you already know how this movie looks like, because, well, it's one of the... Now, Godzilla 2000 was released in Japan. It was released in 1999. Now, remember, it's not called Godzilla 2000. This is the 1999 Godzilla from the Millennium film. And, of course, Godzilla vs. Megaguirus, they reused that. And, of course, 2000, yep. And I'm going to say I really love this figure, you guys, because... Why? Well, I'll tell you why. Because it was from that one film, Godzilla 2000. Well, no, 1 and 2 films, Godzilla 2000, because I'm going to tell you why. And, of course, you can hear that sound out there. It's raining out here. So, but it's okay. So, as I'm saying, because Godzilla 2000 is that movie that was, well, it was released in Japan first. It was released in 1999. And then it came to America in 2000. They put it in English dub. And yeah, because, well, the history for Godzilla 2000 is what his name is called. Because, well, that's his name. Well, I'll call him Godzilla 2000. And of course, now the movie is not... Godzilla 2000 is not a sequel to Godzilla vs. Destroyer. It was supposed to be like a different era to the first Godzilla movie from 1954. And it also even shown that Godzilla is in the 21st century. Like, it ignores the event from the 1984 film, The Return of Godzilla. It ignores, and yes, that one ignored the event, because we know that, well, in this movie, yes, Godzilla, we know how he keeps on returning to save the people of Japan, because we already knew, because now, yes, the villain is Orga, and yes, Orga's in that film, because during that the fight sequence when Godzilla and Orga, that was my favorite fight, because, well, Godzilla fights Orga because Orga was the form, well, first form is the ship, that's his first form, then second is now it features his form. Well, he's got 3 forms. The other form is like a alien one, like a, I don't know what's that called, but until later, Orga finally revealed his final form. And that fight scene of Godzilla and Orga fighting was my favorite one. And yeah, of course, Godzilla fights Orga. Orga tries to swallow Godzilla to become like him, but then Godzilla supercharges his atomic energy and then blows Orga up. And then Orga dies. And then Godzilla, at the end of the movie, Godzilla just continues rampaging Japan. And that's how the film plot is. And of course, yeah, Godzilla vs. Megaguirus, this is the... Now remember, Godzilla is not CGI in that film. It's just a suit that they made. And yeah. And of course, Godzilla vs. Megaguirus, they reused the suit for Godzilla 2000, and Godzilla vs. Megaguirus was another Godzilla 2000 movie, and yeah, I really loved it. The fight of Godzilla and Megaguirus, and yes, just remember, this is the same suit for Godzilla 2000, because they just wanted that, and they retired that, and of course, Godzilla, Mothra, and King Ghidorah, we all know, because they didn't reuse it, they just retired that. And I wish we would see more of it, but this is the only But this one was my favorite Godzilla suit. Well, of course, that's for the film Godzilla 2000 and Godzilla vs. Megaguirus. And and of course now you guys already know, in 1998, that's when TriStar released the American Godzilla film that is directed by Ronald Elmerick until that one was a failure. That until Toho decided to do the Millennium Godzilla film, which is Godzilla 2000. That's where it fixed it. So, yep, that's where this is the only Godzilla, because that's why in 1994, the American Godzilla film that we never got, because the idea from the 1994 Godzilla American film is that the Griffin was supposed to be the villain. Godzilla is also defending the humanity. Well, of course, saving the people. Like, we know that Toho made Godzilla a good guy and a bad guy, but in the MonsterVerse, Godzilla is a good guy. And yes. And of course, that's why we never got the for real Godzilla. Like, they didn't want to show Godzilla. Like, they wanted Godzilla to be CGI, which was the first time for the. Now remember, this is the 90s era for the CGI, the early CGI for the 90s. And of course, but now we never got Godzilla in CGI. They want to make him as a, well, they wanted him CGI to look like how the T-Rex did in Jurassic Park, and they want to make him as an animatronic, but then that turned down, and then they just didn't want a guy that's on a Godzilla suit, but it would be cool, for a Godzilla suit in that film. But it'll be great. In the Griffin, it will be amazing to see what the suit looks like in CGI. Well, I know I heard that in the movie Godzilla 2000, I heard that a lot of Godzilla fans, like, when they CGI Godzilla in the water, saying it looked terrible. Like, look at the Godzilla Millennium that they CGI him for the film, that he's underwater. I heard that said it looked terrible. For me, it didn't look terrible, but it's like it's from a video game, from Godzilla Unleashed. And yep, but we did see this again in Godzilla Save the Earth. Godzilla Destroy All Monsters, and no, was it Save the Earth? Yeah, Save the Earth, and Godzilla Unleashed, which was the last time we seen it. And there you go, because really like it, because now, maybe zoom in. There you go. Now you see it. Now the head, though, it looks okay, because you already know what his head looks like in the film. This is what his head looks like. It's okay. It doesn't mean I hate the head. I just like it, okay? I mean, take a look at this. The spines, I even heard saying that it's purple, but I think it's like all like pink. Well, I don't know, it might be purple or pink. Because now they are not sharp, you guys. They're not sharp. But be careful, because be careful not to break Godzilla's spines, because it'll be very, very bad. And yeah, I really like this one, you guys. And of course, like, I really like Godzilla's spines, that they look like this, because his spines are more like sharp in the movie. And of course his face, his face is like more menacing. And of course, look at the tail. We really like this tail of Godzilla, because this tail, we don't know I didn't know how long that the tail is, but as we look at the front of his body, well, now if you remember in 2000, well, Godzilla against Mechagodzilla, it kind of like, I don't know if they reused this design based on the Godzilla 2000, but I mean, it was a different suit. And of course, yeah, from his legs, his arms. I really like the tail. I mean, wow. yeah, story like you guys. And of course, you can see his ears, and of course his fangs, like in the front. There you go. Now you can see how does he look like in the movie. All right, now let me zoom out. There you go. Now, articulations for Godzilla, well, Godzilla 2000, well, the arms, you could just make it go back to back. But his legs, though, they don't go all the way around, but you just do back to back because, oh yeah, and don't forget, the tail, it doesn't move. I'm not going to move it because it's sealed. It's glue sealed because I'm not going to move it. So I don't want to move the tail because I'm just not going to move it. Now, let's get to sizing because I still got 3 Bandai movie monster figures that I got. I have the 2004 Millennium Final Wars Godzilla. And yep, I mean, as you get, well, actually, can you even see his tail? Yeah, there you go. There you go. Now you can see how, look at their tails because you can see how different they are. And of course, yeah, because when we compare both of Godzilla's tails, because let me see how long this one is. See, that's how long they are. It's not as long as this one. So, yeah. And then next is the Final Wars Anguirus. I mean, just look at that. It's okay. It's a good size. It's a good sizing, you guys. So, yeah. It's definitely a good size. And then next is the 2003 Kiryu. Or Mega Godzilla. I mean, look at this. And yep, I'm going to say it looks okay. But it's okay. Sizing looks great, you guys. I just really like sizing up the figures, how sized they are. And yeah, now the only thing is missing, I do not have Orga. I don't have Orga, but I'll try to find him. But the only thing I'm going to get is Megaguirus, because I'm going to see how that size turns out. Because I even heard, I looked at the video of any Godzilla videos that they did, you know, like the Bandai ones, like the Bandai Memorial Box Godzilla that sizes good, that sizes up great for Orga and Megaguirus, because, well, I will get Megaguirus and see how that size is. I'll see how that size will do. Yeah. But I also had a question, you guys. I also have the I also got both Playmates toys of the Monsterverse figures. It's Godzilla involved. Well, for some of you guys want to know how Godzilla involved spines are. If you want to know how Godzilla involved spines are changed, well, here it is. Well, see, I mean, look at the difference for their spines. Like remember I also had another Godzilla. That's the base form one. See, this is the one right here. Let me move him. Let me show you. See that? This is the one. Well, this one, his spines, this Monsterverse Godzilla, that they used it for 2019 to 2024. This spine is based on to the 1954 Godzilla, and then until now later when he forms, he was, you know, that's involved. His spines are changed. So this is what the difference is. Like, people are saying, you know, how Godzilla's spines, well, Godzilla involved spines, how was it based on? Well, is it based on to the 1999 to 2000 Godzilla Millennium. But this one, his spines are red. See that? But until he supercharged his atomic energy. See? This one, where he's like supercharging his atomic heat ray. And this, it's pink. Yep, it's pink. So now you see what the difference is between them two. Is it based on this spine? Is it based on this to the Godzilla 2000 spine? Or is it just based on something? Or is it inspired from other monsters from this, their spines? I don't know what it's based on, but it doesn't matter. But it's okay. It's just that it reminded me of Godzilla 2000. That's how his spines looks like. Maybe we'll see. Maybe we'll see, because... Oh, yeah. Well, never mind. I'll say this at the end of the video, and I'll tell you guys. Well, Godzilla 2000, I got this figure from Books of Million. It was at the mall. And yes, I was at the mall, and they finally... That's where I got the 2004 Godzilla and Anguirus from there. And because from there, they got a bunch of comics. They got Godzilla comics there. They got a bunch of Marvel and DC comics, a bunch of comic books, and the anime manga that they got. And they got Lego figures, like Lego Minecraft. There's Legos. And, of course, DC figures, like it's the McFarlane toys. Oh, yeah, I was going to tell you guys that from next year in 2026, I also heard that Mattel, M-A-T-T-E-L, Mattel, that toy company I'm saying, is getting the DC license back. And that's what I heard, because, and yeah, DC's going to get, and yes, Mattel is getting the DC license next year in 2026, you guys. I haven't gotten any DC figures yet, but I'll just wait for next year when the Mattel figures comes. The Mattel DC figures are gonna come back. So, yeah. Anyways, you guys, this is my review for the Bandai figure Godzilla 2000, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Well, probably I'm gonna do a live stream, and let me know what you like this video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And I'll be live streaming tomorrow, because I'm gonna get back on. I'm gonna play Minecraft, and there's a lot of updates I'm gonna tell you guys, because I will tell you the whole entire live stream. So make sure that you watch my channel, because I will do it on Tuesday. So this is One Point Day. I'll see you guys. Well, no, this is Ultra Lego Man. I'll see you guys tomorrow.